You're watching Movie Guide's Backstage Pass. I'm Cheryl Crisp, and we're backstage with MercyMe.
When I was 10, 11 years old, life was tough. And I found some songs that I held on to. And they got me through. They gave me hope. Because I needed it. Maybe tonight, so do you.
So yeah, there's a motion picture coming out in the spring, and so we're excited about that and nervous at the same time. It's a story of my childhood up into the early years of MercyMe and how the song came about, and finally got to see it, and it's not as bad as I thought. It's pretty good, so I'm pretty excited about people seeing it. It's called I Can Only Imagine, and Cloris Leachman plays my grandmother, Dennis Quaid plays my dad, Trace Adkins plays my manager. The guy that plays me is John Michael Finley, who was Jean Valjean on Les Mis on Broadway, and yeah, it comes out in the spring. They say around Easter, but yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's very surreal to say that, but yeah, I'm excited. After I kind of grew up with my dad was abusive in my childhood and up until high school, and carried a lot of guilt and shame with me most of my life. And then, like I said, it's probably 5 or 6 years ago, just just starting to understand who I am in Christ, my identity in Christ, and not having to carry all this guilt and shame with me. That's not who I am. And so I always say the blessing and the curse of being a songwriter is my therapy as I write songs about it. And my relationship with Christ is not based on how I feel, luckily. If it is, I better die on a good day. But and so, yeah, and I think that's the beautiful thing about my relationship with Christ is that he's got really big shoulders, and I have this amazing ability to cling to him and gripe the whole way sometimes. And it's okay to doubt and question and be angry. He can handle it. And the things I know about me now, knowing that I'm not a bad person trying to be good, but what I actually am is holy, righteous, and redeemed, is something I certainly wish I would have understood. If it turned my world upside down at 40, how much damage could I have done if I understood it at 8?
So how is that for you to have a movie being made about you?
It's a little weird. It's been about 6 years since they approached me about making it, and just to see it actually happen is pretty surreal, to say the least. But it's there's some moments probably in my childhood that are hard to kind of relive, so to speak. But it's so weird that I think Dennis Quaid pulled me aside and kind of said, "Hey man, I know this is going to be tough, and things aren't going to be exactly the way they are because they Hollywooded up for a two-hour movie." And he's like, "Man, just if it's not, there are going to be things that are different than the script. Just put those in your back pocket and hold on to them, and just know that this may get the redemption story is worth telling." And so in a weird, strange, odd world, Dennis Quaid comforted me. So thank you, Dennis Quaid.
My dad was a monster, and I saw God transform him from a man that I hated into the man I wanted to become. And so I wrote this for my dad.
It's an amazing song.
Just kind of happened. Took about 10 minutes, I guess.
It didn't take you 10 minutes to write this. It took a lifetime.
I can only imagine.